Get in the locker, nerd.
What? Okay.
Go on. Get in there. There you go.
Now you're a ninja.
Nerd. All right. Yeah. What? Who told you could get out of the locker? Was it me? God damn it, me. Well, anyways. We got them. Now that there's the no build thing is like is he gonna blow himself up?
Like God, I hope so.
Freaking aim.
Nope.
No. It's gonna kill someone though.
No, I think that they live from that.
I don't
They
think
don't. I'm running out of fools.
Oh well, great. Heading off.
God damn. My
Look at
frame
them all.
rate.
Yeah, you find them?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the car. Yeah.
Oh my god.
My frame rate, dude.
They're like ants on a fucking mint.
Yeah. God. Did you like leave the siren on or something? What the hell is that? Ready? And 3 and 2 and 1 and yo, what up,
What up, Ligma? What up,
fuck,
Ligma,
dude.
dude?
Oh man,
How you guys doing?
I fucked it all up.
Scuffed entry into the stream.
I fucked it all up.
What up, Ligma? What were you trying to say?
I was trying to say YouTube. I just wanted to say.
But you
YouTube.
accidentally said Ligma?
Kind of.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trained James to rob banks. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Shut up, Panda. I swear to God, sometimes you're so pedantic.
I don't think pedantic means what you think it means.
Oh, why? Well, you
Why are
corrected
you
me
just
through
being
my point.
abstinent, Panda?
Yeah. Stop being abstinent, dude. Stop being absinthe.
Oh God.
Oh, hey, dude.
Oh, fuck. I thought I was gonna die from a car in Zomboy. Yeah, you're right, Mello. Gotta love a strong grip. Oh, I don't like the way that I said that. I didn't like that. Why did I do that? It was your joke, but I somehow made it worse. What am I doing? What's going on?
Okay.
Can you break down talkie-walkies?
Walkie-talkies, yeah.
They're called talkie-walkies.
Yeah.
Shit.
Spain.
All right, you win.
Talkie-walkie.
You win this round, Savage. Okay, got that, dude.
Okay, so careful, don't fall. Okay. God damn it. Whenever I try to slow you guys down, Savage the first one that goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the timer's out.
I am the one under the sun. Don't need a gun to get respect up on the streets.
When did you get
You
into
all
this?
doubted me. You all doubted me.
I didn't say anything.
I never knew you had a dab.
I'm so upset because I can't use my model to dab with you.
Oh yeah, sorry, Roku. Yes, I've had a dab this entire time. It's been here this whole time.
Damn, I missed it.
It's really annoying.
Gene, there is a 100% incidence of me
Yeah, I know.
wanting to roast someone for banning this word or talking about how Panda can handle the banned word and Panda ruining it 100% of the time. That Panda has tried to brag, it has blown up in Panda's face. 100%.
Okay.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Stupid for you.
God damn it.
Two big old pots of stinky pan.
You know, theoretically, I'm not in any more danger now than I was before. That anglerfish, shout out to you. Which one's you? This one? No, not that one. It's the one that eats me. The railroad by turning right, yeah. And then turn left.
We did it, guys.
Don't say that yet.
Left.
We did it. Let's celebrate.
You
Savage.
missed. You missed.
Let's celebrate.
Make a left turn.
Woo! Okay.
This is... Savage, you're stressing me out, dude.
So like 2 rights, you mean? Like this?
This is the only dead end, Savage. This is the only dead end.
So
You're
this way?
making me nauseous. You're just sickening.
Can you
going this way?
please? Can you please take us home, please?
This way?
Yes.
So sickening.
Oh my God.
I forgot.
Nice. Oh, that doesn't look good. I mean,
You gotta be careful, man.
It's bad. It's severe.
I hope there's
Oh.
nothing. Oh my.
Hey, Panda, how you doing, mate?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I shambled up on you, dude.
I literally was saying, I hope there's nothing behind me.
Savage here.
I was walking like a zombie. I just hurt my leg.
I was pretty sure I knew how to do it, but it didn't work before. But anyways, so we go.
Yeah.
We're doing a flip. We're doing a flip. We're doing a flip. There we go.
What? Oh my god.
I told you I could do a flip. I told you I could do it.
Dude.
I'm crazy. I told you I could do it.
Wow, man. I didn't know you were so flexible. That's impressive.
Yeah, man.
You called that flexibility?
Yeah, man, you see it?
See? I knew I could do it. I just forgot how.
That is the most stiff.
It's a beautiful flip, is it not? Is this not what?
So it was just one more.
One more.
It's fine. It's fine. By the way, how many hit points do you think I have?
I can't tell.
Oh, I got the cat! The cat! The cat! Stop me! No, please!
I'm glad someone placed that drum block there. You got stuck on the car.
The fucking cat! Why? I had 2 hit points.
Power of Helion, champion of the sun.
What?
Hey, look
Helion?
He's a nerd.
Run. God damn it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man. Listen, man, at least you're working. It's money, right?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Veronica. See,
Oh my.
She
Oh,
saw me
please
ADSing.
someone clip that.
I tried so hard to get away.
You really did, man.
I was just running. Oh my god, that's not a way. Oh my god, that's not a way either. Why is it always dangerous?
It's working.
Oh my god, dude, everywhere I go explodes.
5, maybe.
9.
Would have been 10.
Yeah, true. What is it? I don't know.
Jesus, you see that?
Oh, a pup. Got it. What?
A huge fucking entity crawling across your screen.
What?
Alright. I'll clip it.
Wait. This time I got it. This time it'll be me. This time it'll be me. This time. God damn it, Raul!
Kill stealer, dude. I'm dipping.
You left with a tick on you again?
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, it's on me! Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Later, man. Oh god. Later, man. You want some too? Later, man.
Oh, Cinna's about to die. Oh. Well, I was going to heal him, but he's in a better place now.
boy, that's Punk Panda. We're back with some more old school RuneScape. Oh, by our lonesome this time, but that's okay. I've got you to keep me company. Hello, Beatrice Gambit. How's it going? Did you see that leprechaun for a second? That guy looked like he was experiencing ecstasy for a moment. I swear to God, I don't know what's going on there. That was a little out of pocket, I think, but that's all right. We're just gonna keep moving as if that didn't happen. All right. That is not where I wanted to go. This is not Varrock Town Center. This is the Grand Exchange, sir. Beatrice is starting off spicy? I'd say so. Did you see that guy's face on the left? I'm pretty sure I wasn't covering it. I'm pretty sure you could have seen him. Oh my God. All right, Zaf, give me your staff. You know, after having just said the other thing, that also sounds out of pocket. But his name is Zaf and he sells me battle staves. So like, that's what's happening. Zaf is giving me his staff. It's like not weird at all. Don't worry, it's fine. All right, so we certainly are not buying Renard potions at all at the moment, but that's okay. All we need to do is get on over yonder ways and do our Temporos grind for now. Oh my God, 95? That's not bad. We're still like very, very far from being done. Let's see. We're at 88 and we need 13. Or 8.8 and we need 13. I think all we're going to get today is like 630 at most. Or 0.63 really. Using the same scale. So yeah, it's not going to be great. But that's all right. It's a game of... What? It's a game of miles, not inches, I guess? I was going to say it's a game of inches, but it's kind of the opposite of that. Well, it's kind of a game of inches, right? Yeah, because like we're gradually getting inches, right? Even though we're trying to go miles. That's kind of true, sure. Do you guys know sports ball? They say football is a game of inches sometimes. I'm pretty sure that's football. It's the only one that actually measures like progress in like distance, because like in basketball and soccer and stuff, you don't really like progress in any meaningful way moment to moment. Beatrice's size matters. Yeah, I agree with that, but we all know that like 3 or 4 inches, that's like way too much, right? Like that's unnecessary at that point, right? So like 1 or 2 is probably plenty, right? Like how far do you really need to go, you know? Size does matter, but like mostly because you end up with too much, right? You're like, what are you even gonna do with the extra? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, you're just being wasteful. I feel like I was talking about something. Oh yes, hey Saki, what's up, dude?
Hello.
I was talking about sports ball. So like so football is the only one that really has like distance to the field goal, right? To the end zones or whatever. Like soccer or in basketball, they don't really have like end zone. Like baseball kind of has like a distance thing, but it's discrete. You're either on home base, first, second, or third, right? So like it's interesting that the only sport that I can think of, at least at this moment, well, I guess golf has distance in it.
What did I miss?
We're just talking about sports ball. You haven't missed anything, like from the start of this conversation to now. You haven't. I'm still talking about sports ball, and that only football has distance in it in a meaningful way, except for golf, which I just discovered. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
When we say football, we talk American football, right?
Yeah, soccer doesn't have distance in a meaningful way, I don't think.
No.
The whole court is too small for it to have any meaningful kind of distance. I think I remember there was some kind of soccer equivalent that was like much bigger in scale, like the space that you were in. Like it wasn't so much an arena as it was like, you know, the main street of the town or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you go from one end to the other or something like that. I think there's a few sports like that, but I certainly don't know of any of them. Not well enough to report on them, that's for sure. But I feel like I remember hearing something about that. Or it was like literally an entire village of people playing at once. Feels like it would be really hard to figure out the teams in such a case. But maybe it wasn't about the teams. It wasn't about winning. It was about playing. I would like 2 more fish, please. Thank you. So you're under, what was it, 900k now? Somewhere in there?
Yep.
I shouldn't have fired 2 of them. That's okay.
Under 1,000 rooftops left.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably like a minute a piece or something like that. How long's the lap? Yeah.
Still have maybe 10 hours left.
So long. But for RuneScape, it's not that bad. But that's such a huge amount of
How
time.
long did you do Sepulcher?
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I was
How many weeks?
Yeah, I was thinking about it before. I think it's definitely at least 2, but maybe as many as like 4 or 5 weeks.
Of 7 hours.
Yeah, roughly 7 hours a day for 3 days a week, usually. Maybe more than that too. I don't know what was if I was doing collabs at the time. But yeah, this game really changes your perspective on like time. You know what I mean? It's like people complain that One Piece is long, but none of those people that complain about the length of One Piece play RuneScape, because they're like, oh, so you're saying I can watch all of One Piece in the time it takes me to max mining? Okay, sure. Just throw the dub up and get it going, you know what I mean? Like whatever. Shit, you can do the subs with mining. Just click every few minutes.
One Piece is long, but is it as long as Agility Grind?
It sure isn't. It sure isn't. Probably not even close. Well, actually, I don't know how many like actual hours the anime is. I know it's a lot.
Also,
though.
One Piece might be long, but it's also filled with exciting moments.
It's true. Unlike the agility grind.
is just click, 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 click. Oh, you did one whole rooftop.
It's fucking 8 clicks over and over again. The excitement and agility comes from the mark of grace that appears. That adrenaline
no,
rush.
Fail.
Yeah. There's exactly 2 places you can fail. Actually, not anymore, right? You don't fail anymore?
Nope.
So even that moment of excitement is gone now. Oh no. It's kind of a tragedy in a way. Obviously, you would rather not fail than fail, but still. Like,
I'm gonna keep every future frog tokens
Mhm.
and start collecting them.
mm-hmm. You're not gonna burn them for sailing, you don't think? Just to make sailing.
You
go
know,
faster?
maybe that'll happen.
Mm-hmm. Did you finish a skill with frog tokens in the end?
Well, yeah, I will. I'll still do that, but that will be only 1 token.
I see. Sure. You could save that one for sailing then, if you wanted. That way it's a thematic endpoint for you. That is presuming that sailing gets added to the game and everything, which is, I think, a pretty safe assumption at this point, but you know.
In which case, how would I end agility?
That is a good question. You could catch a monkey in triple brewing. I think.
But it's not my brand.
But it's not my brand.
That's your brand, not mine.
It's true. It's true. I did agility in Canifis because I was like the down home friend. I don't think there are that many agility sources, to be honest, which is part of the reason why people don't like agility that much. The agility training options that they have, they don't like. or they're straight up scared of being Sepulchre. I'm just reminded of the time that I saw Suck go into Hollowed Sepulchre. She was just like truly struggling. It was before I did Sepulchre myself, I'm pretty sure as well. And like, to be fair, she didn't know, but at the same time, like, for someone who's done as much PVM content as she has, she definitely could have done better. She just didn't like lock in, you know what I mean? She was definitely like facing every obstacle like, well, if I just get past this one thing, I'll never need to think about it again, instead of like trying to learn. If that makes sense. Which I guess is fair. All she wanted to do was get through it, but it's a little rough from like the end of floor 3 really is a skill check that she very clearly was not prepared for.
Oh, well, I missed the Frog Princess because I started going to the next part of the rooftop course,
Oh my god.
and the frog doesn't teleport.
Yeah. Sometimes when they do teleport, the random event dudes, they'll be like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You missed your fucking chance with me, idiot. You've ruined it. You've soiled it.
Bye,
Mm-hmm.
as they say.
Speaking of ruining things, I got some food yesterday. That's a weird noise, but that's fine, I guess. And it came with like 3 different sauces or whatever. And I was putting some of the food away because I couldn't eat it all. So I'm just bad at budgeting food, I guess. And I forgot to put the sauces in the refrigerator. I was like, no. I was looking forward to those sauces. But it was like hours later when I remembered. So I had unsauced food today. Just absolutely zero sauce.
Unsauced.
Yeah. There was like a salsa. There was like a mozzarella sauce is actually what it was. Wait, that doesn't, mozzarella is a cheese. It was a mozzarella stick sauce, so a marinara sauce, that's it. Yeah, and there was a marinara sauce, there was like a honey mustardy one, and I forget what the other one was. It was some kind of white sauce. Oh, and a tartar sauce as well. That'll come later though. There's a fish sandwich in there that the tartar sauce was for. And they're all gonna be so much more sad without their extra sauce, man. But there's a good reason why I don't buy a bunch of different kinds of sauce. Mostly it's because I don't have very much use for them. Like, I'm still thinking that ranch that I have might be like woefully out of date. Beatrice says Panda's extra saucy today. No, I'm sauce deprived. I could do with some extra sauce today. I'm lacking sauce. My sauce levels are critical at the moment. Have we spoken about sauce before, Saku? Do you have a favorite sauce?
Barbecue sauce, I guess.
Barbecue sauce is very good. Very versatile. Beatrice says, I got some barbecue sauce for you.
Found how I'll max.
Yeah?
I'll do Gnome Ball.
Gnome Ball. You get agility for that? Awesome.
Yeah, 4 to 7 agility and range when you do a goal.
I see. All right, that'll do. Shout out to Gnome Ball. Despite everyone having to do that to finish the achievement diary, I feel like that is one of the things in this game that is like truly forgotten. Same with like gnome food delivery.
Oh. I'd like some barbecue sauce.
Like, right now?
Beatrix said she has some for me.
Oh, so just like hold out your hand and she just like gives you a little squirt.
And
Here you go. Like, oh, good. Thank you.
just presses the whole bottle.
Squeezes the whole bottle into your hand. Oh god. Fucking miserable, dude. Why? Beatrice says, I could rub it in, but that costs extra. I feel like there's definitely a market for that, Beatrice. I don't know if you really wanna offer that service. How about like what is it called when you put like meat marinate? How about a marinate? Do you offer marinate services as well? I've never marinated anything. I've barely even cooked anything to begin with, I guess. You ever marinated something, Saku, for food?
Not myself.
I'm trying to think. I guess I have once. I feel like I have once. Beatrice says, oh yeah, I marinate carne asada often. Also got a chicken marinade recipe. Yeah, no, I don't have anything like that. I could probably fake it though. But I don't think I will. I don't have any chicken at the moment anyway. Well, I have chicken nuggets, I guess. I have chicken nuggets, fish sticks, and beef. Beatrice is obviously not Hispanic. Shake my head. I mean, even if I was Hispanic, I wouldn't know how to make food, like, for a while for many reasons. It just never came up as being something that was important. Which, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it in retrospect. I feel like I've always been interested in like learning things, so I very easily could have learned things. And I did indeed learn like 2 recipes, basically. But it just never really like manifested, you know what I mean? Like we never spent more time learning more than just those 2. So I don't know. I feel like I was not set up for success with regards to food making specifically, which I feel like would be true even if I were Hispanic. I just don't feel like that would be a super, prevalent part of my experience, which is fine. Like I don't like super care, right? And I can kind of just do it. At this point, I'm like kind of mellowed out on like most recipes, to be honest. Mostly I want to learn things that I'm actually going to use rather than just learn how to make something just to make it. Which is a very different kind of a goal. Because for the most part, I'm like perfectly satisfied with like the kind of things that I can already make for like month to month or whatever. And I can make
want to know how many gnome balls you would have to how much money you would make from leveling ranged to a 99 from just gnome ball.
Yes, I would like to know that, yes.
6.5 billion.
New money making method just dropped. 6.5 billion ranged gold. 6.5 billion gold in order to max ranged and without getting any hit points as well. Why bother with a cannon when instead you can gnome ball? Beatrice says, I usually just make what I'm craving. I don't really do craving too much. Usually I just can't be asked. And that's when I'll order food rather than like specifically craving something. I did have that Taco Bell though in Chipotle. The Chipotle wasn't so much a craving though. That was just like, you know what? You're right. The Taco Bell though, I was really disappointed that I didn't get that Taco Bell at first. They did eventually deliver to me, even though the Taco Bell didn't move any closer. I don't know what changed. But originally they were like, nah, dude, you're too far away. And I'm like, please? And they're like, okay, fine. But yeah, I don't really have like, you can't have cravings for foods you haven't had is kind of the thing. And there's a lot of things I haven't ever really tried, especially like homemade things or homemade versions. And like the potato salad that I made, it was fine, but it definitely was missing something, several somethings even. I definitely wouldn't make it again unless I had some, like maybe 2 or 3 additional ingredients to like actually make it. Like, it's messed up that the potato salad that I made was ultimately like worse than, it was probably the worst potato salad I've ever had. It wasn't like inedible, it was fine, but it was like very clearly like by the numbers. It was like if you averaged out all potato salads ever made, you know what I mean? I had the AI art version of potato salad where it was like, you clearly, this is clearly a potato salad, but it's like, there's no soul here. You know when people say that the secret ingredient is love? I don't make any of my food with love, you see? And so after having made that potato salad, I was like, damn, it could really use some love in it. Like, damn, somebody should put love in this shit, dog. Well, anyways. Oh, I have those 2 eggs still. I gotta do something with those eggs before long. Omelette? I was supposed to do omelet on Thursday. I forgot. I forgot. Two eggs is not enough for omelet, I don't think either. Maybe we'll do like egg and ramen or something. Two eggs is plenty to bake with, but I don't have anything else to bake. Maybe I can make something? Maybe it's possible to make something to bake? That's awfully ambitious. Beatrice says cookies? I don't know how to... I have flour. I'm pretty sure I have baking soda. I have eggs. I don't have milk anymore. I used all the milk. And I have obviously like no chocolate chips or anything like that. I do have confectioner's sugar, that powdered sugar stuff. I do have that. I made one thing one time with it, and I just have a bunch of it left over. Vanilla extract? Yeesh. That might be a stretch, but I might have vanilla extract. I have fish extract. There's a world where I have vanilla extract, but it might not be this one. Yeah, I like the powdered sugar thing. I think it was like a vanilla wafer banana pudding thing. It was pretty good actually. It was very good. It was a great little dessert. I don't think I'd eat it again though, not because I couldn't or don't necessarily like want it or anything like that. It's just like it was a decent amount of work when I could also just have like banana and just like enjoy banana. You know, like it was fine. It's fine. Like banana's fine already. Like I don't need the song and dance part of it is like not necessary. Like even I think it had like yogurt as part of it as well, whereas like just banana, like literally just a regular banana and yogurt is like close enough and much less effort. So I would just do that instead, I think. Though now that I have a blender, vanilla plus yogurt, no, banana plus yogurt would be pretty good. But you could also just get banana yogurt. See, that's kind of the thing. It's like, as I build out the capabilities of my kitchen, it's like, yeah, but I could also just like buy the thing I don't know how much cheaper it is to get one type of yogurt versus another type of yogurt. It's kind of what it comes down to. The bananas are definitely cheap though. Those are a pretty good buy. And blending banana seems like a great idea. But what I would do with blended banana, unclear as of yet. But I think blending carrot and adding that to spaghetti instead of having diced carrot might be a good idea. I'm gonna try that next time. I did diced carrot twice, and both times it was a big thumbs up from your boy. So I think next time we're gonna try blended and see if that's better. Beatrice says, yeah, sounds like a good idea. The blended banana? I think so. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't have bananas anymore as well. They go real fast. Not only in that they die extremely quickly, but also I eat them pretty quickly too. I've had way more bananas as of like this last month than ever before because I went grocery shopping in between grocery shopping trips once today. Well, not today, this time. Beatrice says, I have 5 bananas. Please take some. Oh, I fucking crush bananas, dude. When I have bananas, I eat one every single day until they're gone. I would eat more than that too. I could certainly eat more than 1 banana, but that's a lot of banana. You probably shouldn't have that much banana. What was it that Nablu suggested? It was like, it was fucking weird. It was like strawberry and what would it have been? It didn't seem like it should be. Like strawberry and fucking mustard or something. No, strawberry and ranch dressing? Is that what it was? Yeah, I think it was strawberry and ranch dressing. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? I probably have had strawberry with ranch dressing before because strawberry isn't that weird to be in a salad. It's a little weird, but not extremely weird. Beatrice, the kids are not all right. That's very funny. The boys are back in town and the kids are not all right. I don't know. I'll try it, but only if my ranch dressing is okay. I don't want to buy more ranch. And I like strawberries, so like I'll definitely crush those strawberries. I don't have ice. That's fucked up. If I had strawberries and bananas, that's a milkshake. Wait, no, that would be a smoothie if there's no milk in it. Still, still applies. It's fine. Saki, when you eat strawberries, do you eat the green leafy part as well?
Yeah.
You throw it away?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal. I've eaten it before. It didn't do anything for me. It was fine. I've heard that like a lot of the parts of like fruits and stuff that you throw away are like sometimes like the best parts for you. I don't know that it's going to make an appreciable difference though, because it's like 12 little tiny baby leaves or whatever. Like it's not going to be a huge part of my diet either way, I don't think. Beatrice says, let's mail Panda the green parts of our strawberries. They'd be so old and bad by the time they got here. I don't mind it though. It doesn't taste very much like it doesn't taste very strongly of anything. It's especially if you eat it with the strawberry. If you just put the entire strawberry in your mouth, like you can barely even notice that it's there. I mean, texture wise, you can definitely tell that there's some green leafy shit in there. Well, I mean, you might not be able to tell that it's green, but otherwise you could tell it's definitely got something, but it doesn't affect the flavor dramatically. Beatrice says he's okay with it. Well, not the fact that it's rotten or whatever. But
I don't know why,
mhm.
but strawberry flavored things for me, they don't taste the same as a strawberry for some reason.
They don't taste anything like strawberries, really.
Yeah.
Strawberry flavoring is like sort of similar, but it doesn't taste like strawberry. Banana flavor doesn't taste like banana either. I mean, it kind of depends though. Some strawberries don't taste very strongly at all. Like you have to get like the perfect amount of ripeness for the strawberry to have a lot of flavor. Most strawberries just taste like water to me.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Mm-hmm. But if you get it very, very, very ripe, it will taste more like strawberry than water. So maybe that's what they're basing the flavor off of, just like the most strawberry feeling flavor. The strongest part of the strawberry. Watermelon's similar. Watermelon will often not taste like anything, but every now and then. I like watermelon though. It's like a strange fruit. I don't think I would eat another watermelon anytime soon. Like, I don't have a problem with it. It's just that's a lot of fruit to commit to. And I don't have a good way of making that watermelon into like food that I can eat. Like if I just have a watermelon, right? You gotta you have to cut it at least in half, probably in more than just that. And while I could, in theory, use my one knife to cut that watermelon, I imagine it's gonna be Beatrice says get a mini watermelon easy. I've never seen the mini watermelons at the store. I think I would just get, if I really wanted watermelon, I think I would just get like a package of like pre-sliced watermelon. And I'm pretty sure that pre-packaged slices of watermelon would cost me like 3 times as much as an actual whole ass watermelon. But them's the breaks, dog. Like I just can't make watermelon into food, and also it's too much fucking watermelon. Beatrice says, yeah, I do the pre-packaged often. Yeah. Sometimes it's the only way that you can do it. Especially, you know, living alone. Like, you just can't get through that much watermelon. There's too much watermelon, bro. I could definitely eat, like, for dinner, I could probably eat just a watermelon and maybe be done with it. Maybe. But, like, that is a lot of fucking watermelon, dog. I don't think it'll be a dangerous amount of watermelon, though. I don't think watermelon has all that much in it other than water. So I don't think it would be a problem, but that is a lot of fucking watermelon, dog. That's like competitive eating type shit. How much watermelon do you think you could eat in one sitting, Saku?
What?
How much watermelon do you think you could eat in one sitting, Saku?
I could probably have at least half of it, but I do not want to eat half of it.
But I don't want to. Yeah, no, I got you. But if they were like, hey, eat this watermelon, and whatever you don't eat in watermelon, we're gonna melt, you know, we're gonna hit you with molten glass or something, you would eat all of the watermelon. You'd be like, okay, well, in order to not get hit by molten glass, I'm eating this watermelon.
And I'll store the seeds in my mouth so I can shoot them at the whoever's threatening me afterward.
I don't know if that's gonna be that effective.
Yeah.
Beatrice says, I'm gonna go crash the fuck out. Good luck with the grind. Crash the fuck out. That's crazy. So she's not going to bed, she's crashing out, right? That's what that means, right? She's like, you know what? I'm gonna go do violence. All right, have fun, Beatrice. I just watched the movie Super Fast, which is a parody of the Fast and the Furious movies. Don't watch the movie Super Fast. It isn't very good. But there is a scene where the what's his name? Vin Diesel stand-in was shooting at these guys in like this warehouse, and his gun ran out of ammo, so he was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand up from behind the cover and I'm gonna catch bullets in my mouth, and then I'm gonna spit those bullets back at the people shooting at me. And he killed them all. I don't know what that has to do with Fast and the Furious, but it reminded me of the thing that you said with the seeds and the watermelon.
Or as a Dragon Ball Z character.
Yeah, kinda. I think it's funny to me that guns have never really been that effective in Dragon Ball.
Absolutely not.
Like, even back in the Dragon Ball days, they weren't like very good. I don't know if anyone ever even got shot by a bullet in the original Dragon Ball when they were strong enough to at least, you know, do some amount of damage. Because in Dragon Ball Z, like, they're fully worthless. Like, they literally don't do a goddamn thing. They kill that dog that Boo loved. So they ruined humanity, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. They literally caused humanity to die through the grapevine. They got better over time, but they definitely did die for a little bit. Do you have anything that you would wish for, Saku, with the Dragon Balls?
Oof, I'm not too sure.
You're not going to become immortal?
Nah.
I know like way too much about Dragon Ball, almost exclusively through like YouTube talk at the camera videos. I like Dragon Ball a good amount, but mostly it's through secondhand people that I've actually gathered Dragon Ball knowledge, if you will. I've definitely seen a lot of it, but maybe not all of it. It's hard to say. I've almost definitely not seen all of it. And certainly not the original Dragon Ball. I don't know how much of that I've even seen at all. But as far as Z goes, I think I've seen most of it personally, but just in like random orders and shit. You know, serialized television stuff. I wonder how frequently shows even get rerun nowadays. I imagine quite a lot in the West, but in the East with like anime and shit, I wonder how frequently those shows get aired again. Like never. Because they make anime, like new anime all the time there. And we make cartoons often over here, but when we make a new cartoon here, it's like expected that you'll see one of the previous cartoons again as well, right? Like I'm sure Jimmy Neutron's still airing somewhere, right? Like there's a bunch of those kinds of shows. Some of them are gone forever, I'm sure. Like Fanboy and Chum Chum or whatever. Probably never gonna get aired again. But a lot of that shit does get aired over and over again. I wonder how they determine that shit. Do you think that the people who made the show originally get money, like royalties for like the ratings? Or do you think that they sold the show to the network and that's just where the money is now? It's just with the network?
It probably sold the show.
It would certainly be easier that way for the network and
Yeah.
for the creator, I guess. But it is kind of unfortunate for like, you know, you being the creator of something, you don't see a penny of the, you know, money that is being made today. It's kind of sad in a way, but like that's how contracts work, right? You can own it yourself, but then you gotta, you know, market it yourself and have it, you know, out there yourself. I know for musicians, they tend to have some kind of final ownership of the tracks So they always get like Spotify residuals and shit like that, you know? I think we're doing pretty good so far. Snake says I got side quested. I'm just here lurking. Gotcha. All right, well, enjoy your side quest. If you level up afterwards. Side quest is totally worth it when you end it with a nice little level up or a good ass reward screen. You know, new best in slot piece of gear or something. Best in slot gear, huh? We've spoken about magical items before, I think, Saku. Is there anything that you would like as far as magical items go in real life? Because there's a bunch of like magic items in like D&D and stuff, but most of them are not useful to like me specifically. Like I don't think I need a +2 magic bow, right? Like
No.
I don't think that's gonna do anything for me. It's indestructible as shit, which is kind of cool, I guess. I could maybe use it as like a pry bar sometimes or whatever. But aside from that, right? Like I don't see it being very useful to me in my life. And similarly, there's a bunch of magic items that are like very much like locked to the fantasy, if you will. But I'm sure that there's some stuff that would be kind of useful for something.
The canter of endless water.
It's just next to you for what if you knock it over? You really need a cup holder for that one. That's a real problem. You knock it over, you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's pretty good. I like the decanter of endless water. I like that. I don't know if I've got one. There's the classic immovable rod, which is fun. I don't know if I could use it in such a way that it's useful per se, but I could definitely use it. It would be a fun little toy at the very least. Thank God I have the runes to bake pie. Have you seen the new armor for the Yama duo boss?
I haven't seen it.
It was in one of the posts. I don't remember which one it was. Probably the most recent one with the farming updates that I mentioned. The original armor set looks fine. I don't really care about it, but there's like a cool white variant. that I liked a lot, actually. I'm sure it's gonna be like the fucking Rancor, the white Rancor, where it's like, in order to do this, you have to fucking kill the guy 15 times with one hand and 2 eyes closed. Like, no, that's all right then. Never mind. Asa's live or online, huh? So you got exactly 1 level since last time. Having the fog is what level that is in. I feel like agility was at 88 before, but maybe not. Do you like clues, Saku, overall?
Well, I do them.
Hmm. Yeah, but do you like
That's pretty much it.
So no.
I don't dislike them.
I see. So you're indifferent
I
to them?
think they're pretty annoying.
Hmm.
Anything that breaks the flow of what I'm doing at a certain time, I don't like. And clues are that thing.
Yeah, and if they were stackable, they wouldn't do that anymore, mostly at least.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And they wouldn't do that immediately after every clue you find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I make sure to keep my clues in my bank so I never encounter those bastards. I just like to pretend that they're not in the game. Unless I'm blast mining, in which case I add them to my inventory just for everyone who... for everyone who likes clues, I add them to my inventory so that they can see what I think of their fucking clues. This is my use for clues. This is what I use clues for. They're fucking inventory fillers. That's what they goddamn are. And they lock slots for me. There was a time when I had I'll do a clue redeem. We got like 2 clues deep, and I was like, this is fucking miserable. Well, I was miserable, and Savage was like, this is fucking miserable. We should never do this shit again. And then we never did. That was the last clue I ever did. I was just looking at Sue's clues. She was trying to get enough to have the stackable thing apply or whatever. She also just likes that shit. I could never. Actually, that's another thing. If you don't have enough clues done, you won't have it either. Oh, you've done way more clues than she has, though. No small part due to the mediums, obviously.
Yeah, my clues are mostly in the same file, which is mediums.
Definitely done enough mediums and beginners. I don't know if you've done enough of the others to get the stackable thing when it drops. Which to me, like, I don't want to say that bodes ill, but like, I don't know if that's going to affect enough people for the stackable thing to even be relevant, to be honest. Right? Like if you have to do a bunch of clues, like a bunch of clues in order to even be able to stack them, I don't even know if most people will even be affected by them being stackable. And most people will just be affected by them not lasting for an hour, to be honest.
I think they mentioned the X marks the spot quest being one of the things that increases max clues.
X marks the spot.
It's the quest that introduces you to clues.
There's a quest that introduces you to clues. Is that where you get the device from?
There's a quest where you do a beginner clue.
Oh. Alright. I don't remember. But if it was a free-to-play quest, which it looks like it is, that's not surprising. It would have been literally one of the very first quests I ever did. I remember, like, deciding what was going to be my next grind. I guess it was Herblore. It must have been Herblore. And I've just been trying to do Herblore in, like, a sensible way. Like a profit-oriented way. As opposed to just getting it done sooner rather than later. Which I think is fine, because if I'm doing nothing but... Or if I'm fishing this whole time, then I might as well just try and buy potions on the side. But definitely has hindered my Herblore progress, which I think is fine. I don't think that matters. Did I ever do Tears of Gothics? Did I do that? I hope I did. I know I was supposed to. Shit. I certainly didn't. Fuck. I'm like 4 days behind then. Jesus. Instead, we just did an autism test. God damn it.
Rip.
That doesn't help me very much at all. You know what else doesn't help basically anyone very much at all? Gommel's Lucky Penny. That thing is like kind of lit, but it only does anything at all for like skillers. So in order for anyone to benefit from it, they need to be like deep into the combat aspect of the game and then switch to being a skiller after the fact. With like crystal tools basically. Because like the one thing that it doesn't affect that has charges is the Blood Fury, I think. So despite being actually kind of good, it's kind of worthless just because it's so late into the game. But if somebody went from, you know, max combat, you know, finish the combat achievement diary to, gee, I wonder what I should do next. Oh, hey, skilling is a thing. I could see it being of some value, but not even that much value, just of marginal value. It's like, oh, wow, I'm slightly better at mining and woodcutting, and there's one other tool, right? Oh, fishing, obviously. This is the one that I'm doing right now. No, that's very sad. I did not see this at all. I've completely fucking missed the green spot. Oh, well. Speak of the Batgirl, and she shall arise. She might have already been online, and I just forgot. That wouldn't surprise me, I guess. I don't know if I'll make it. I would love it if I did, though. Nope, just missed it. And now my experience goes down by 4K because I had an entire inventory of fish that I couldn't get rid of. Fucking miserable, dude. It's not even like the margin's too tight or anything like that. I just didn't see the green fishing spot because it wasn't on my fucking display. Like, I just didn't have I had my camera pointed like, I don't know, like this or something. And I just couldn't fucking see it. Just forgot to check for it. Cost me literally a run. Miserable, dude. Well, not even a run. I guess at 5K an hour is what it cost me. I mean, it also cost me that run, I guess, but I don't know if I care about the reward points. It's okay to lose if I finish dropping off all the fish in my inventory. I think that doesn't matter. But if I just did a bunch of fishing, meaning that there's fish in my inventory and I didn't burn them all, that's like kind of bad, actually. Because the minigame itself, I don't think gives you literally any fishing experience. It's just dropping them off here that gives you experience. All right, so we save one. That's too many buckets, but certainly have enough. Why didn't I get any fish? I think I was doing something weird. I know you can drop stuff. Well, I don't know, but I think you can drop stuff while doing stuff like fishing or whatever. But if you do it at the wrong time, I guess it fucks it up somehow. This is kind of what I mean when I'm like, fishing at the regular spots almost seems pointless. Like, I might as well just wait for the green spots to fish. Hello? Stab, please? There we go. Kind of would like to get Herblore done sooner rather than later, but not a huge deal if I don't. Because Slayer's on my mind, and obviously Herblore doesn't help with Slayer exactly, but if I finish Herblore, then I don't have to worry about running out of my prayer potions for Slayer at any point. Obviously, I would have already been done with it, and I'll just have however many prayer potions I think I'll need, or probably not enough, and just sell off or buy more whenever I need them, basically. I was watching Sue do Volcano. Did you do you know how much mining experience you got when you were doing Volcano post update?
I wasn't paying attention.
She was getting, I think it was like 80k an hour or so, which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not much worse than Volcanic Mine. Obviously Volcanic Mine is better if you don't eat shit, but as of late, Savage and I haven't even been like, we've literally been like dying in the shit more than surviving, let alone breaking the rock. So it seems like Volcano actually might be pretty good as far as like just leveling up mining. Also, there's a pet chance in the crystal tool seed chance, obviously. A little bit of chip rune crafting experience too, right? But I don't know. Not like excited to go try and do Volcano again anyway, but if I can find people to do it with, obviously, another option. Downside being, obviously, well, you were doing it in Mass Worlds, right? That was fine. She was doing it in a group of 4, I think, total. So maybe that will change it as well. Zeus is 3 to 5 is meta. Kind of have a hard time believing that there's like a solidified meta, just because every time I've looked at the wiki page, they were like, this is from when it was updated, like before it was updated, and ever since then no one has given a shit about it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a meta, but amongst, you know, the 30 people who are willing to do it or whatever, it's like, okay, well, I mean, I guess that's still technically a meta. Just very hard to take it as if it's like actually the good way to do it or anything like that. Sue says just from the people I've talked to about it. No, I got you. I got you. But most of those people, I don't know about them, obviously, but most of those people probably be informed by the way it was rather than the way that it is. Because it hasn't been the way that it is for very long, number one. And number two, at least as far as I can tell, it has not been popular, right? Relative to how it was. I mean, it wasn't like wildly popular before either, but there was like a sharp decline after. Well, it was probably like sharp decline. Well, it's actually probably like they change it, sharp increase, sharp decline. You know what I mean? Like below what it was before, but I don't know that for a fact. I know that people don't do it as much as they used to. Well, no, I'm pretty sure they don't. not something I can say that I know with certainty. How would I even know that, I wonder? It'd be kind of cool if they had published stats like that, though. This week in RuneScape, this many people in trouble brewing, this many people in pest control type shit. We never did a shout out for Saku or for anyone even. So we'll do that. Am I bad at typing? No, there we go. Saku Kenpaku. Obviously, he's right here. One of the homies. He's been playing RuneScape for a long, long time. Since the RS Classic days, in fact. But obviously, OSRS is like its own thing, so he switched over at some point. At this point, he's a late game iron. He's only got like God Wars Dungeon left, God Wars Dungeon, and the like raids left as far as like items that he's missing. Sans like the Dragon Warhammer, and a few items from bosses like Corp, obviously. But he's well into the game, and he plays it every now and then. Right now, he's trying to prep for his stream on 420. That's 9 days from now or so. So not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, where he's gonna max for the first time in his, well, for the first real time in his RuneScape career. He's done it in leagues, maxing in leagues, but that's obviously kind of different, right? Besides that, he plays a bunch of different games. He's got 3 days of streaming, 4 different streams. Sundays, normally he'll play Satisfactory with us, and then Pokemon with his good friend Kitsune. And that's what'll happen this week. But the following week, like I said, it'll be a little bit different with his maxing thing. Not terribly different, but a little bit different. I definitely shot that last fish on accident, and love that for me. I fucked this whole run up just that fast. Other than that, on Tuesday, he plays Power World with Beatrice Gambit, Chuzzy Wuzzy, and Blight Empire. And on Thursday, he plays Disgaea. The real-time... Stop. It's not a real-time strategy. It's a TRPG, tactical RPG. The T makes me think of RTS, but that's not what it is at all. It's like a Fire Emblem or like a Final Fantasy Tactics. He just finished reading the main story. He got the good ending. But there's much post-game left. So he's going to be doing some post-game content after, where he'll probably experience all kinds of different cool things. Actually, we should keep just stabbing. I think I'm just going to wait for the rain. It'll rain eventually. Give it time. Not enough fish to stop it from making fire again, so we'll just keep fishing, hope for a green spot, and that we get past this before there's any fire, which would make life easy. But we'll see. Okay. One more. Alright, well, I tried. Alright, if we do this, we can get him down to 1. Then maybe we can fish again. And just put out these fires. It'd be awesome if it rains at or if the tidal wave comes. Yes. I was gonna say at 50%. He's too high right now, but maybe we can get him down before he makes another fire. All right. If we could get another inventory of fish, that would be sick. If we can't, that's okay. We just got to kill him. We're not going to do another after this. The run is a little too fucked for that, but we can maybe get another inventory here. Actually, we probably won't be able to get a full inventory. So we'll go after this green spot, I guess. Because 24% is a little high. Just whatever this green spot has for us, it'll be fine. Apparently no crystal fish. Brutal. Hey, Goya. Now, we mentioned Serial before, obviously. She's trying to max. She's a Batgirl VTuber. She very much looks like a bat now as well, with her brand new model debut. If you guys missed it yesterday, shame on you. I've been telling you about it for a week at this point. But don't worry, it's fine. You can catch her probably again. She's going to stream once again in the future as her proper Batgirl self. What else? She... mostly just plays RuneScape. That's really what her stream is all about, just RuneScape. She's putting off maxing for the moment. She hit 2200 and kind of like burnt herself out a little bit. She always loves doing clues as well, so that interrupts her max grind in a big way. But she's done all kinds of different content. Very familiar with skilling and bossing, and raiding, indeed. So I don't know. She's got a wide knowledge base, I would say, and does things her own way and at her own pace as well. So fully expect her to just drift here and there until she decides to lock in and max. She's got a lot more time to put into the game than I do, being that I only play on stream. So you never know. She might be able to make a huge amount of progress before too long. She was doing 2 million experience a day on average, more than that even, while she was trying to max. So she'll definitely get it before sailing, which is also what my goal is. Though mine's a lot more slow and steady. She's a little bit more of a hare to this tortoise. Well, this is that the Twitch app is messing up, I guess, but it's fine now. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I don't really know what to tell you, Kolya. Good luck is what I have to say to that. I wish you the best. Speaking of... Oh, 10 more seconds. Okay, hold on. Speaking of wishing Kolya the best... I would really like to get another fish. Awesome. Kolya, VA, the VA standing for voice actor. You've probably heard about Kolya at this point. He's an aspiring voice actor, and indeed has been playing RuneScape for a little while at this point, the last 2 leagues, but it's much newer on his main account. I don't even know if I could show you stats because it's been, I think, too long since he's logged in, and also his stats aren't super duper high to begin with. But once he gets out of the early game, he'll be able to do a lot more and indeed join us, perhaps for Volcanic Mine and other things of that nature. He's been doing a lot of questing and stuff as of late, because quests just are the main thing that unlock content for you in this game. It's just the way it's designed. I actually kind of like it about this game in particular. But he has interest well beyond RuneScape specifically, particularly in the rhythm space. Rhythm gaming, but also is a drummer. There's a lot of stuff going on for Kolya. Net. Also speaks German quite fluently. You need help with your German homework. Definitely would suggest bothering Kolya a little bit. He could use people bothering him with some stuff. He's answered all my German questions. Let me put it that way. Saku, have you ever tried to learn another language other than English?
Not Not really.
Hmm. Do you think you'd be good at it?
Not. I don't think I would be.
Hmm. Seems like you got English down pretty easily, though. Was it like rough for you?
It wasn't difficult. It's more like I think I'm too old to be learning languages.
Hmm.
Like when you're a kid, you would learn it probably much easier than now.
I see. Maybe. I don't know. I have a lot of faith in your intelligence. I think you'd be able to do it. Coelius says quite fluently. You would imagine you speak your mother tongue fluently? You say that, but a lot of people that I know speak English as their first language and suck at it. So I hear what you're saying, Kolya. You would be greatly disappointed. The fact that you said that means to me you haven't encountered people who are native English speakers who don't speak very well. And that's not even nothing to do with their accent, because some accents are also fucking miserable. Earn. Like truly bad. I don't mean like a bad accent, but like hard to understand. But yeah, there's definitely some things. Golia says, fair point. I did encounter native Germans utterly butchering the language. Yeah, see, there you go. I don't remember saying that you spoke German quite fluently, but I very well could have. As someone who's bilingual, whatever. That's how I feel about it. I'm trying not to do the same shout out, and sometimes I fuck things up, I guess. Fair enough. What were you saying, Saku? Oh, languages, right. You obviously don't have as much motivation to learn another language as you did English, right? If there was another language, though, what would it be? Do you think like Japanese or something?
I had a basic German class.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I would pick.
Do you have any German friends?
No.
I see. But you
I
could
just
always...
thought the language was interesting.
I see. Just a language you have an affinity for? Is it just the language or the culture as well?
Just a language.
I see. Language and culture have a lot of connections to each other, and I think I like Japanese, the language, a lot, but I think it's by virtue of the culture personally, but I could see it going the other way as well, or just being the other side. This German is the worst in terms of grammar. I don't know what to say about that. Someone who's never learned German, I certainly wouldn't know. But yeah, I don't know. I've definitely studied Japanese before. I've studied Spanish before. I had a lot of fun with them. I like learning about that kind of stuff. But my problem was that I didn't have any real reason to know them, and thus I didn't practice them really at all. Japanese, I definitely benefited from studying it, in that I just have like a much better understanding of the language as a whole. I can't like hear someone speaking Japanese and know what they're saying. Sometimes I can, but usually it's just like there's like fleeting moments in Japanese that I'll like understand what it is that they're kind of sort of talking about. But it's very, very unlikely that that the language that I've learned has been of any use to me in any particular way. But through media, it's actually a pretty practical thing. But I don't intend to ever speak to someone in Japanese. Their culture's very, very different. And I don't like super want to like go there or anything either. Like, I think it's cool and all, but I'm not a good tourist, I guess is what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna like see things and like come out of it with an experience that I'm like, wow, that was great. Like, I've been to Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one. I think like Disney World, actually, I think it was. But anyways, I've been to one of them, and the main takeaway that I got from it was reading the book Aragon at the time. I was like, man, I fucking love this book about this blue ass dragon that is not named Aragon. Damn, a lot of Zelda, Mario, and Metroid fans in the Discord, huh? Interesting. Hmm. Wait, so speaking of Zelda, I found out. Oh, I'm sorry. I found a walker I wish I had. And I got the idea to do DIY it as Zelda themed. What is a walker? Do you mean like a cane, or like literally something that you can that assists with you walking, like things that you hold in your hands in order to walk? A mobility aid. So yes, you mean a walker. Okay. You found a walker that you wish you had that was, and you're gonna do it Zelda themed instead. Interesting. Oh, this is the one with wheels? I'm not familiar with walkers having wheels. I know about wheelchairs, but other than mobility aids, or out of mobility aids, I only know of 2 or 3 of them. There's, well, 4 of them. Walking sticks, like a cane, crutches, a walker, which doesn't have wheels on it, I don't think, and a wheelchair. I feel like it would be kind of sketchy for a walker to have wheels on it, to be honest. Because you're kind of like leaning your body weight onto it in order to walk around. Coleus says with wheels, it's 10 times better. Maybe. I certainly wouldn't know. Kind of hope to not find out myself either. It's not something that I want to have, like, looped into my experience. You know what I mean? It's not a fun time. It's an inconvenient ass thing to have to carry around. That's for fucking sure. And, like, people complain about having purses. You know what I mean? Like, walkers way worse than that. No, yeah, that's definitely a walker. I've never seen them with wheels, though. Oh, they have, like, little brakes on them. I see. That would make a difference. Little hand brakes. Fair enough. Goliath says, my assisted living is trying to organize a walker with wheels for me for convention, and I hope it works out. Can you not just bring one? I mean, obviously you'd have to have one, but could you not just bring one? Cody says, I don't have one. That's why they organized one to lend one for the duration of the convention. Okay, I got you. That's unfortunate. feel like I remember this one convention that I went to. Not sure why exactly, but something about, you know, mobility aids or whatever, where it was like it wanted. My impression was, I didn't get the details, but my impression was that they wanted to like have an idea of how many there would be, because it was like space constraints that they were worried about was the idea, I think. I wish I could remember specifically, but it seemed like they were worried about the logistics of having a bunch of them around. Which is kind of interesting, because most conventions take place in like hotels, really, right? And you'd think that the hotel would have enough of a need for those to just like have them just like floating around like permanently or whatever. Like the hotel just has its own walkers because, like, why not? Then again, I guess at a convention you would expect the demand for walkers to be higher than during the operation of a hotel normally. Probably. Hard to say though. I guess it depends on where the hotel is, right? Because if it's a hotel in like, where do old people go? Florida? You know what I mean? Like if it's like a cruise type of thing, right? You'd expect it to have a lot more old people on it. And if there's old people, then you'd expect them to have things to facilitate old people, like walkers, right? So it makes sense to me for those to be pretty incidental to one another. It's also a shame to not just have one yourself. I think that would be reasonable enough to like just provide you with. I don't know. I guess they're expensive. You said it was $550, which is a lot. I'm surprised to hear that they're so fucking expensive as well. I like low-key should be free probably, but you know, whatever, I guess. Like, well, fuck do I know, I guess. Toya says, a walker would make things so much easier. On crutches, it just hurts on your shoulders and palms. Interesting. I've never had to use crutches for very long, but I guess that makes sense. Never really with the palms, actually. I'm surprised you get that, I guess. Kolya says, I carry a backpack on my shoulders and hang a photographing bag around my body and a to-go foldable chair also around my body. Navigating with all of that during the con is hell. With a walker, the camera would go in the walker basket and the folding chair isn't needed. Interesting. How often do you go to conventions?
Not very often.
Yeah, I certainly fucking don't. I've been to one ever. But if you go to conventions a lot, it would be very nice to just have one permanently, huh? For your setup. So, because it seems like you have like, I asked because it seems like you had like your loadout, you know what I mean? Defined, like you knew exactly what you were going to be bringing and stuff. So it seems like you can just sit on the walker too, is what you were saying? You wouldn't need the chair? I think I've seen that before as well. Toya says, I just have this one convention in a summer. Or I'm sorry, there's one convention a year in summer that my ex and a friend group of ours goes to. Okay, so it's not like a walker would be extremely helpful to you in your life. It's mostly just for this convention. Yeah, that is kind of a shame then. Because $550 obviously is a lot of money for once a year. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. Even if it helped a lot, I probably wouldn't do it for like 2 or 3 days in a year. I don't know. because like Savage was saying that in Britland there's like once a year or so where it's like truly summer and it's like way too hot, and he would really benefit from having an AC unit, like a window unit. But like he doesn't want to spend $80 or whatever on an AC unit for 1 day a year, which makes sense to me, like totally makes sense. Though obviously once you buy it once, you'll just have it forever, but it would just be like, it would be like pointless to have for every day in the year except for the one hot day. So like I'm totally there. Like if you had this walker and it wasn't useful in your life generally, at least if it wasn't useful, it doesn't need to be as useful as the convention in your life, obviously, but it would probably need to be pretty comparable in use. It's really, really expensive because 1 day a year for that AC unit, or even if it was 3 days a year to match the convention length, it's like really hard to imagine that it's worth it. Koya says, oh, it'd absolutely be helpful in my life, but for now, you're just looking at lending one. Koya says, I'm progressing in my doctor journey some more. I might qualify to get my own walker for free. If you progress more, you might be able to get your own walker for free. I'm not sure I understand that. Also, I think I just died. That's unfortunate. So if you progress more, I just don't understand. So your doctor would need to prescribe somehow that you like do need a walker in your life, but it's not obvious yet. Coleus is meaning seeing more specialists and waiting for the appointments and treatment options. So the idea that you need a walker would be reduced in time, potentially, is what you're saying? You see what I'm saying? Because like, if you need treatment in order to reduce your need for a walker, that means that you already need a walker, right? Like, why do you need to see the doctor more to determine if you need this thing or not, right? Because you either need it or you don't, or you would benefit from having it or you don't. And the longer you wait, the more time you are just fucking without it. It's not, I guess you could get worse, right? You could get worse by not having it and then definitely need it, but that doesn't seem like the outcome. I'm just not, maybe I'm fucking stupid, but that doesn't seem very good. Koya says, I need to undergo some more diagnosing and shit. I'm still waiting for some specialist appointments I haven't met yet. Yeah, but like, they're gonna see you and they're gonna be like, yeah, you could use a walker. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't need to be a specialist. You know what I mean? To be able to be like, usually you could just be like, hey, Saku, would it be helpful to you if you had a walker? And Saku would be like, no. Right? Do you need a specialist for this? Like, what the fuck? Why? Goya says, I wish it would be that easy, Lamau. Yeah, no shit. I just don't understand. Medical stuff sucks. Guys, don't be in a situation where you need to do medical stuff. It sucks, apparently. Saku, have you ever used a walker or anything like that?
Nope.
Never broke any legs or anything with crutches?
I haven't.
Yeah, me neither. I've used crutches before. But just because like one of the homies had crutches and I was bullying him. No, we were trying it out, you know what I mean? Doing friend stuff. I've never used a walker though before, because that's like, a walker's inconvenient for someone unless they don't need it, right? Like, you wouldn't want to just have a walker in your life. Koya says, guys, just don't have chronic illness. Just be healthy. Go take walks in the forest. Be less on your phone. Don't forget about the insomnia advice, Goya. If you need to sleep more, right? If you have insomnia, just like relax and close your eyes and go to sleep and then wake up at a well-adjusted time and do that regularly. Yeah. But yeah, all of that, yeah. Like, I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me. I'm like, what are you, stupid? Goya says, yeah, right, duh. See, you're getting it. You're getting it. You're welcome. You don't have to pay me for that consultation. It's okay. This one's for free. But yeah, like, I don't like super understand. Like, I guess the idea is there are people that would be like, you know, trying to abuse the system and trying to get like a walker for free, even though they don't want a walker. But I'm like, but why? But just don't do that. Just don't be an asshole. Interesting though, to have brakes on it and stuff. That makes a lot of sense.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off for a bit.
Okay, man. I'll see you.
I'll see you later.
Have fun. Chloe says, hey, at least I got good news. You found the wood art. No, you would have been more excited about that. You got good news. You finished your Genshin stuff. That would be your good news. It's got something to do with Genshin Impact. Wait, do you play Genshin? Is it Honkai Star Rail? Sorry, they're the same game to me. I think you play Genshin. Saku plays Honkai Star Rail. Actually, maybe you play Koya. Maybe you play both. Actually, seems like you knew about both of them. But I think you were talking about doing your Genshin dailies. But yeah, that's my final answer. Locking in Genshin Impact. I figured out a full auto comp for Guild Wars for Granblue, which is cool. Turns out that Lucio is really good. He was one of my first units. I don't remember the order or anything like that. I think it was Dalafil was my very, very first SSR. And then I got like Sturm, the water. Is that the Grand? No, she's a red fire unit normally. So there's just a water version of her, not the summer version either, which is like fucking light or something. But yeah, I definitely Sturm was a big one for a while, and Lucio was one of the best units that I got also very early on. I have enough Edens, or I had enough Edens to go primal actually as well, but I didn't end up doing that at any point. Koya says, I went to a debt counselor today and well gave all my details about debts and income and shit. And Koya says I wanted to work, right? Well, I've been told by 2 places now you aren't working, you're a sick mess. And counselor today just went, you're not paying any debt off with that barely enough money to live with. And I will contact those you owe money to and make sure you get debt free without paying. What? I mean, that is good that you end up debt free without paying. That is definitely good. But what does that mean for the rest of your life though? Like, are you just gonna not work then? 'Cause that would be pretty fucking sick. But you also need like food and stuff. Koya says, and yes, I played both Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. And no, I didn't finish Genshin. But thanks for the reminder. A story event is running out this weekend. God damn it, Koya. That's very funny. God damn it, Kolya. But yeah, like, what does that mean? Like, the debt-free stuff is awesome, but how are you gonna live long term though? What does that actually mean long term? You know what I'm saying? And does that mean that you're gonna start streaming now then? That was me drinking water, sorry about that. I didn't realize that you could hear. I was literally sucking the water out of the glass, which is probably unnecessary. You probably don't need to drink water with such force. Going says, nah, I want to work so bad, but possibly for now, it might just be some more years trying to increase my quality of life and feel better health-wise then work. Does that mean that the stream schedule is going to be delayed by years then? Because that kind of sucks, but okay. That's what you want to do. But yeah, definitely getting your quality of life up is not something that I'm complaining about. All right, so we're at 9 mil, 4 more mil. I should definitely do Heroes of Gothics, probably right now. Boys, that means once I know for sure what my future is going to be, like, no schedule. But either way, if if the health recovery journey are working, once I know for sure schedule will be made. Wait, that didn't make sense grammatically. I agree, but I think I understand what you're saying. I think you're saying ultimately, once you know what you're going to be doing for sure one way or another, you're going to then make a schedule where you stream. This guy said a Daft Punk thing. I'm gonna just say instant crush. There you go. Chloe says yes, and before that, no schedule. Sure. This guy's having a fantastic time. I don't like have a favorite Daft Punk song, I don't think. Somehow. Colsis is also, I kind of want to have a sound bite of you saying "God damn it, Koya." If you clip it, I can send it to you, if you want. If I were to make it myself, it would take me longer because I'm just gonna forget about it. I'm not gonna make it right now, and by virtue of that, I'm just not gonna think about it for ages. But yeah, if you wanted a soundbite, clip it and DM me about it. I'll send it to you. You can also just like capture it on OBS or whatever. I don't need to be involved in any way. You can do it yourself if you want, but if you want it to be brain dead for you, just send me the clip. This is after the stream though, because it's been too long to clip in the moment. Yeah, you can check the VOD during the stream if you wanted to, but if you're on your phone or whatever, don't worry about it. But yeah, if you open my page and go to like the videos section or whatever, you'll see this VOD is already being published. So you'll see nearly 2 hours already. So you can go back and do it literally right now if you want to, but you don't have to, obviously. Some people don't have their VODs instantly published. I do. And it's only been a problem one time. A long time ago, though. Thankfully. Wow, what a terrible Tears of Ethics. I wonder how many runs I've actually botched in Temporos. I'm sure it's not a small amount, though. Like, if you told me that I should have, like, instead of 800, I should have, like, I don't know, 1400 or whatever, reward chits or whatever, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, damn, I fucked up that many times? That sucks. Oh well. Because I definitely do feel like I've been fucking absolutely trash can for so long. I think you're supposed to not fail as much as I do, especially since I've like clearly have what I'm supposed to do charted out, and it's not that RNG dependent. Mostly the reason I fail is because I fuck up on the deck of that ship. If I simply didn't fuck up, I should win basically every time. It's really hard to imagine what RNG thing happens to fuck me up and make me lose. I guess I've had times where like the fishing spots, the green spots, seem like they don't give me any extra fish at all. But that's pretty unlikely. I don't feel like that happens all that often. Oh, that's way too many buckets. Oh, nice. Worked out. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Brutal Moose. Well, that's not what his name is. His name is Ian, but his tag is Brutal Moose. He started out being like just a video game reviewer in the heyday of that shit. Post angry video game nerd. Pre Jontron doing fucking low-key scam exposés, I guess. It's not like really an expose. He's really just like talking about shit randomly, I guess. Because he's not revealing them to be a scam so much as he's just been like, wow, this thing is fucking crazy. It's crazy to think Jontron used to have stuff like almost exclusively about video games, and he doesn't talk about video games like at all anymore, I guess. Also, he straight up just doesn't upload anymore, right? When was the last time Jontron has uploaded something? Jontron. No, we're done with this. Awesome. 3 months ago. 2.5 million views though. Yeah, he's not doing too bad as far as YouTubers go, but his he's got 146 videos? Bruh. Bruh. I never realized that the number of VODs that I have outstripped JonTron's video production by such a massive amount. Obviously, all I do is record myself streaming though, so like it's nowhere near the production value that he's got going on. But it's just like the scale was not something that I had appreciated. I've got twice as many RuneScape parts as JonTron has episodes of JonTron Show. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy to me. But anyways, I was talking about Brutal Moose. He went from being a video game guy to like for a while like a weird analog horror type thing. And in conjunction with that, it was like VHS tape review. He likes VHS tapes, and they're like very much an old medium. VHS tapes are the fucking 90s and 80s equivalent of DVDs, which are the 2000s equivalent of Blu-ray discs, I guess. Which is what you would watch a movie on if you had physical media instead of streaming it. Which is the 2010s equivalent of watching a movie on Netflix. Oh my god. All right, we got there. It's fine. Whatever. Focus. So he likes watching VHS tapes. And VHS tapes are definitely something that you can just like record yourself. Whereas I've never heard of someone recording a Blu-ray before, but I guess in theory you could with the right camera or whatever. But anyways, a lot of the VHS tapes that he watches are just like copies of some like movie or whatever, which is like totally whatever, like who cares. But every now and then somebody will be just like recording television shows, and you'll have, or like it'll be a television show, or it'll be like a family event. So like somebody with just like a video camera, like recording like a birthday or something. So there's all kinds of like cool shit that he, you know, has sifted through and encountered or discovered. The main thing that he likes to spotlight is commercials from like the 80s and 90s, which was a very different beast. I don't know what the commercials are like now because I haven't seen commercials in about 10 or 15 years. Because no thanks. No thanks. But it used to be that there were commercials that you would encounter. So many commercials, in fact, that there would be like almost like memes. There would be cultural touchstones that were commercials. I imagine that most people know what I'm talking about, but there's like the freecreditreport.com jingle that like anybody would know, and like Flo from Progressive, Flo the face of Progressive or whatever. But there's a bunch of stuff like that that I guess just don't exist anymore, at least not in the same way, because obviously now we have fucking corporations tweeting at each other. Which is like the closest equivalent, I guess. But yeah, he's seen all kinds of stuff like that, and what he's been doing a lot now, and he does other stuff too, and I also think he streams, but is like frozen food reviews. he'll be like, or not even just frozen food, it'll be any kind of food that you can just buy from a grocery store. So not like dishes that he's like made as per the recipe typically, though he did do one cookbook thing I think once. Usually it's like, oh yeah, so I bought all of the Hungry Mans at my local grocery store and I'm gonna rate them on a tier list for you out of, you know, from S+ to F-, or a bunch of different teas or bags of chips, which is like, really super mundane thing, but he's a very interesting guy, and his edits are like way over the top relative to what they need to be. Like he very much could just be like talking to camera and like giving his professional opinion on that stuff, but he's a very silly guy with some very silly edits, and I think that gives a lot of, I don't know, viewing power to the videos or whatever. I definitely enjoy his shit a lot, like a lot. So yeah, shout out to Brutal Moose. If you guys like, I don't even know what I would say. If you like silly shit, you might enjoy Brutal Moose's videos. Like, what would I say? How to describe his content as a whole? Mostly silly, I guess. Silly, funny stuff. Yeah, sure. Is the music playing? Are we listening to music right now? Oh, yeah, I guess so. It's just hard for me to hear it in the playback at all. But if I turn my music or my audio channel like all the way up, and it's definitely there. And it's got like a big old tuba in it or something. It's like brr, 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 brr. Wait, take X is an option? I think you have to choose this every time. Five is probably the right amount. In that it's usually I'll double click if I get 10 of them, I only needed 5. And if I get 5 of them, I really needed 10. That's usually how it goes. I tend to fuck up for no reason, to be honest. 650k. So we're at 7. We got 5.5 hours left. That's not enough time for another level. That's okay. Does mean that we are getting close to the part of the fishing grind where we start leveling up once every 2 streams. I mean, I guess we already are there technically. I think the last from 98 on, yeah, 1200. So that's only 2 streams as well. So we should be leveling up every other stream from now on if we just do fishing. Oh, so also relevant. Yeah, I was worried about that. My membership is going to run out. All right, so the question is, do we end stream early today? What are we doing tomorrow morning? Monster Hunter Wilds. And then there's a gap in the middle from 12 to 4 where we don't have anything planned. We might do Jump King, to be honest. Because I don't necessarily want to do another membership, and I'm willing to lose, what is it? We're at 2 hours now, so 4 hours. So 7 to 11. I'm an hour and a half today and 4 hours tomorrow, I think, in order to save an entire 2 days of membership, because we probably wouldn't do anything on Sunday either. Oh, I should definitely drop these buckets. But like, because on Sunday it's going to be Satisfactory until the pickle pack, and the pickle pack could very well go to the end of stream. It probably won't, because it seems like most of us end up wanting to like turn in before then. But I can also do Jump King then too, right? That'll be fine for like 2 hours of Jump King. So yeah, no, I think that's the plan. I think we're gonna try to switch to Jump King as a bit of a filler just for this week, because we're talking a total of 7 hours, which is not nothing. That's an entire day during the week. But that's cost me 2 days of membership for 7 hours. That doesn't seem worth it. It's literally half of what I normally get, right? So I definitely would like, and maybe I even get more out of it than that, if I redo the membership on, oh yeah, no, because it's 3 days, right? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which I don't normally stream, right? So come back on Tuesday and just start my membership up then. I do have to buy a bond right now then. And I have money for it. I think I have just enough money for a bond, actually. So yeah, that seems fine. Seems perfect. Just buy a bond before I get nerd logged. Do my dailies today. After the date changes in an hour. And then that'll be dailies on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That won't set you back that far. And then we can fix it on Tuesday and then do it again on Tuesday. Yeah, sure. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to try and save 3 days of membership by just doing something else tonight. And also the following days that we have some kind of gap. Obviously, we can stop playing Jump King literally at any time and all that as well. So it's a little bit of a break from RuneScape. Just a little bit. And I know that I wanted to carve out this time for RuneScape specifically, but it just seems really wasteful for 3 days of a bond for 2 hours and change a day, basically, right? Just doesn't seem worth it. Not that it's a huge deal, either way. Okay. Anything else that we should consider? Yes, I should look at my completed games list. So we did actually beat Abiotic Factor. We're doing Monster Hunter Wilds. That's with Sasuke. Oh wait, her name's different now. We'll say Sasuke Cat for now, but I don't remember what her name is. Zephyrus and Delta. And now we're doing oh, Party Animals is also another one. Doing that with a bunch of different people, I guess. Somehow I'm bookkeeping again. XD Lari. Gazi. Beatrice. Delta. Really wish this wasn't in my way. Savage. Sure, that'll be fine. Oh, Shuro joined us once. And we're doing Monster Hunter Wilds, Party Animals, Stardew Valley now. That's with the pickle pack. Okay. We could also do System Shock too. But we'll probably go back to Jump King instead. Mm-hmm. Anything else? In my schedule, we got... Oh, Satisfactory should be on this list. Before Monster Hunter, okay. Cody says, alright, I feel fit enough to do some grinding. Oh god. Oh god. Koya's gonna use what little mental energy they have left to grind out Genshin Impact. Oh no. As long as you're having fun, I guess. It did occur to me, one of the things that I used to do was play this mobile game, right? And as soon as I stopped playing the mobile game, obviously I had a lot more time to do other things. And I gotta say, I've been a lot more productive without it than with it. So it definitely does feel like, for me specifically, mobile games definitely like preclude creativity and productivity. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a little bit of a time waster, generally, like by design. But my problem, more so than anything else, was that I didn't even like enjoy the game. And I still don't, to be fair. But I like feeling like I'm progressing in something. And that's not the same, right? Satisfactory. And this is with Saku, Paku, and Savage.